This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. He leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
On second down, looking again to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
And he's running in the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And it's another 1st and 10 play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They're trying to get to it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll go back to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Knox. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun on third down. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Wants to go up top. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and foul.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see it. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Snap from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteers! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse, probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Kentucky going quickly. DB's right up on the receivers. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Push down for the tackle. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. The give to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Kentucky! Offense set on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He'll just keep slinging it. Trying to beat the D deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to pick up a first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on 1st down. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin. Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Hands it off. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put the...
Running toward the tape. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Vols! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little... Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Steps away to find some room. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
It just had no rhythm.
Got a lot of room to the right. The 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. enough play action on first down. Sends it downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, running back gets the give. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. To the air, it's Hall, looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Now on third down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. At the 45 on its way. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Trying to get to him. Complete to the right. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And the Vols are marching down the field. Looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hall. Snags it over the middle. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this, and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Finds his big tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's a step or 2 or 3 ahead of any coverage he sees.
Or 12, Reese. I mean, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. They've blitzed him. They've played zone coverage. They try to man up these receivers, but the end result is always the same. This guy right now is unstoppable.
Quarterback adapting. Uncorks one to the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Give to the running back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.